What is up, guys? LeftBurst here, and today I'm gonna be doing an episode review on episode 1 of Beyblade Burst GT. Now, the new series just started, the new series of Beyblade Burst Gachi, and I'm so excited. Watching this episode is so exciting, but I will say I'm a little disappointed. I mean, the episode is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm a little disappointed because the episodes are only like 10 to 15 minutes long. If you're wondering why it's only 10 to 15 minutes long instead of like the normal 20 to 30 minutes, it's because Beyblade Burst GT, at least from what I've heard, isn't actually broadcasting on any channel in Japan. It's actually a web series, so it's not going to be as long, the story's not going to be as crazy, which I'm fine with. We didn't need like another crazy story like the Chozetsu series or the God series where people get possessed by Beyblades. Well, from what I'm getting from this series, it's going to be more laid back. It's going to be more like season 1, which I'm very excited for, because like, again, we don't need those crazy possessing Beyblades. I just want to see some fun Beyblade battles. Anyway, so even though it's 10 minutes, it's still Beyblade, so we're gonna pretend like it's the best show on the whole entire internet channel world thingamabobber. Let's just get this episode review started. So Beyblade Burst GT, it happens 1 year after the battle between Volt and Aiga, which is kind of interesting. It's not a 3-year time skip like the time skip between God and Chozi. It's only really 1 year, and why that's interesting, it's because remember when Chozi first started, the Chozi Beyblades, they were like the new improved Beyblades, and the Gachi series only appears like a year after Chozi, so that means that Chozi Beyblades are only really relevant for a year, and now they're kind of irrelevant. Like, they're like, oh, we're over this Chozi stuff, let's move on to these new Gachi Beyblades. Anyway, let's actually talk about the episode now. The episode starts out with Volt talking to these two new bladers at the BC Seoul Hangout, and where they are at the BC Seoul Hangout, they're at the place that Free used to hang out a lot. Remember that like place where he used to talk to deers a lot, and there's like a stadium there, and he had this epic battle with Volt before he left? Yeah, we're at that place right now, and Volt is showing these two new, I would think that they're BC Seoul recruits. He's talking to these two new BC Seoul recruits, and he's showing them his new Gachi Beyblade, the first Gachi Beyblade to ever be made, and that is Slash Valkyrie. And let me just explain who these two new main characters are. We are introduced to them on the left. Of course, we have the main character. His name is Drum. Like I said in my preview, he's a cool character, I like his design. And on the right, we have Delta, and it looks like Delta is going to be kind of the Shu in this series, and I really hope Shu returns, because if Shu doesn't return, it's going to be so sad. Anyway, something I don't like about Delta's design, he looks a lot like Shu, so I like that, but something I don't like is how his eye is like over his hair. I know that's an anime thing, but it shouldn't be an anime thing, because it just looks really weird. Just don't show that eye, just make the hair cover the eye, don't show that eye, only show one eye. Like, come on, it looks wonky. Anyway, so yeah, of course, Volt is showing them his new Gachi Beyblade, and Drum and Delta, they are amazed by this. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so different from Chozi, it's so interesting, this Beyblade must be amazing. And while they're like kind of oozing over this new Gachi Beyblade, Volt explains how the Beyblade works, how it's like a layer system with like a weight disc in the middle, and there's 3 parts, and Drum and Delta get super excited. They're like, oh my god, what a cool Beyblade. And of course, Drum, being the new main character, he always wants to battle, so he goes up to Volt. He's like, Volt, let me battle you with your Gachi Beyblade, let me see how strong these Gachi Beyblades are. So yeah, Volt of course agrees, and they start their battle. Volt launches his Beyblade, Slash Valkyrie, in the stadium, and we get to see Slash Valkyrie's gimmicks work, and it's so cool. So first, Slash Valkyrie's disc, the Blitz disc, its wings come out. There's so many gimmicks. Slash Valkyrie is crazy. Anyway, its wings come out, and then Slash Valkyrie hits the ground, and we get to see this slight scene where the power driver slightly compresses into the ground, kind of like the Nothing driver, and it is amazing. Anyway, so while they're battling, Volt powers up, Slash Valkyrie also powers up, and for some reason, when Slash Valkyrie powers up, it turns gold.
Say what?
That doesn't happen in real life. I mean, it'd be so cool if you like launch a Beyblade and all of a sudden it turns gold. I mean, I guess that's like the Ripfire series that Hasbro released. Maybe like when Hasbro gets to GT, because the Beyblades glow gold, they'll have like better Ripfire Beyblades. That'd be kind of cool. Like you launch your Ripfire Beyblade and then when you scream at it, it glows gold. That'd be amazing. Anyway, so yeah, for some reason, the Beyblade glows gold, which is interesting, and everyone, of course, Delta and Drum, they're like, oh my gosh, the Beyblade just turned gold, what the heck is happening? And because Slash Valkyrie turned gold, he goes up, hits Drum's Beyblade, and just bursts Drum's Beyblade in one slice. It was a one-hit knockout, and Drum's Beyblade burst, and we get revealed Drum's combo, or at least his first combo, and it's no wonder he lost to Slash Valkyrie. Look at this horrible combo. He was using Air Knight with Volcanic. You just don't do that. Also, another thing, he wasn't even using like a number core disc. Like, you know those number core discs with the frames? He was using vertical. Vertical of all discs. It's horrible. No wonder he lost. It's really bad. Anyway, so yeah, Slash Valkyrie just destroys Drum and his Beyblade, and also it turns gold for some reason. I don't really understand why, but it looks cool. I will give it that. Like, look how pretty it looks. It's very glittery. Anyway, so after Volt destroys Drum, we cut to the new theme song, the new GT theme song, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard it, I did not like it. I thought it was a really bad theme song, at least compared to Chozi, the God series, and Beyblade Burst Season 1, because the Japanese theme songs for all of those were really good, and I'm sure when Hasbro or the American dubbing team make it in English, the theme song's gonna be really good. But at first, I did not like this theme song, but I listened to it like a few times and I started to like it, and I'm starting to enjoy it a lot. Like, it's a lot more cheery than the Chozi, which kind of reflects how the series is gonna be. I think this series is not gonna be as intense as the Chozi series, just because, of course, it's only like a 10-minute series, and I hope no one gets possessed. It'll be really weird if another person gets possessed in the series. I'm hoping it's gonna be like Season 1, where it's a lot more cheery. Anyway, so yeah, the more I listened to this theme song, the more I liked it, but something I will have to say that I don't think I'll ever get over is there's this extremely cringy part in the theme song where the characters start singing to the theme song, like their mouths move with the lyrics, and it is so cringy. It's the cringiest thing ever, and I'm like, I really want to like this theme song, but every time I get to that part, I just cringe. If you haven't heard the theme song, go look it up on YouTube, and you'll definitely agree with me. They're like dancing and they're singing to the theme song. It's just so cringy. Anyway, so after this theme song, we cut to a scene of Drum at an airport, and it seems like this is at least a few days, maybe even a few months after his battle with Volt, because it's revealed that he has a new Beyblade. Of course, he got rid of that Air Knight trash, because Air Knight's trash, especially with Volcanic, and he has this new Beyblade, Ace Dragon, and it is so cool. Anyway, so it looks like he is heading to Japan to participate in this tournament, or this like Bey Festival, and he arrives at this Bey Festival, and on the side, for some reason, at this Bey Festival, they have pictures of Louis Shirasaki. They have like statues of Louis Shirasaki. We have red Louis Shirasaki, and then we have blue Louis Shirasaki, water Louis Shirasaki, and it's really interesting. Anyway, so yeah, he arrives at this tournament in Japan, or this festival in Japan, and of course at this festival, it's like a Beyblade festival. They're selling like Beyblade crepes, they're selling Beyblade cotton candy, but most of all, they have cosplayers of the Baser-sized guys from Beyblade Burst God series. You guys remember that? The ending of Beyblade Burst God series, where they had the Baser-sized guys doing like Beyblade exercises. So yeah, they have like performers that's doing that, and it's really interesting. So yeah, while all this is happening, there's a giant announcement that they're going to have this tournament at this festival, and it looks like the winner is going to be able to verse Volt Oi, which is really cool. It seems like this will be the first arc, the battle between everyone to verse Volt Oi, kind of like, remember the Longinus Cup in the Chozi series? It seems like this is going to be kind of the Longinus Cup of the GT series, which is interesting. I'm excited for that. So after this announcement thingy, we cut to a scene where it looks like there's a little boy getting bullied, and I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm gonna try to sum this up as fast as I can, because I'm not gonna lie, this scene was a little boring. Anyway, so basically what happens is the bully steals the little kid's brother's Beyblade, Bushin Ashura. Drum comes up, he's like, being the good main character guy he is, he's like, give the little kid the Beyblade back. The little kid gets the Beyblade back. His older brother comes over thinking Drum stole the little kid's Beyblade, but it's a whole misunderstanding. They clear it up, and of course Drum is like, you have a Beyblade, Gachi Beyblade or whatever, let's battle. So then they start the battle between the owner of Bushin Ashura versus Drum with Ace Dragon. Anyway, before the battle starts, Bushin Ashura puts on this bandana, and I don't understand why I put on the bandana. I guess it's like to show his fighting spirit manifested in material form or something silly like that. Anyway, but it does look cool, I'll give him that. The bandana does look cool. Anyway, so they're about to start their battle, but before they start their battle, the little brother, the little kid, pulls out a camera, and right when he does, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me, he's a YouTuber, that's me. So yeah, he pulls out his phone and starts recording the battle. It's like Beybladeception. So I'm making a YouTube video about an anime review episode about a guy recording a video about Beyblades, and I'm talking about Beyblades. I just made it way more confusing than it had to be. Anyway, so yeah, he's recording this video, he's recording Drum, and all of a sudden, he does a quick face reveal, which I would never do. This kid has balls, guys. He just did a face reveal in his first video. Crazy. Anyway, so yeah, they're about to start the battle, and before they start the battle, I just want to say, look at this stadium. Doesn't the stadium look really cool? I think the stadium looks pretty epic. Like, it's a really nice design. Anyway, so yeah, of course, they both start their battle, and I like their launching styles. As you can see, Drum's launching style, he has a ripcord launcher, and it looks like he's just launching as hard as he can. That's his launching style. And Bushin Ashura, his owner, has a different launching style. Look at Bushin Ashura's owner's launching style. It looks really cool. He leans slightly back, pulls his arm back, and kicks in the air, and it looks amazing. Anyway, they start the battle. Both Beyblades are in the stadium. Then Bushin Ashura's owner uses Bushin Guard, and you would think Bushin Guard would have something to do with maybe Bushin Ashura's free spinning parts, maybe the Hurricane Disc or the Keep Driver, but no, Bushin Guard is basically just a standard defense type special move that we've seen in every other series where the defense type just for some reason gets more defense, and it's kind of lame. I was kind of hoping for something to do with the Hurricane Driver, and it's like, you can't touch me because I have a free spinning part and Hurricane's OP, but that doesn't happen. It's just like a defense power up. Anyway, so after that, Drum, of course, uses his special move, Dragon Shoot. And what Dragon Shoot is, it's basically the same thing as Rush Shoot or Chozy Shoot. It's where he tilts the launcher slightly, and the Beyblade goes at an angle and attacks the other Beyblade at rapid speed multiple times, like it's kind of like teleporting or something. And it would be cool, but we've seen this in like every other series. Every main character has this ability, which is kind of lame. Anyway, after that, Drum powers up, and we get a scene where we can see the actual avatar of the GT Beyblade Ace Dragon, and overall, I mean, the dragon, he looks pretty cool. I like his avatar. I like the color scheme. I really like how the color scheme's like a really nice blue, like a really nice light blue. It looks really nice. Anyway, so while he powers up Ace Dragon actually glows, and we get the scene where Ace Dragon actually talks to Drum, and of course Drum is surprised. He's like, why is my competitive fidget spinner talking to me? Oh my gosh, it is so weird. Like, honestly, if my Beyblade started to talk to me while I was doing a Beyblade battle, I would be like extremely weirded out. I'd probably like burn the Beyblade in the fire. I was like, what is this thing? Why is it talking to me? You're supposed to be an inanimate plastic spinning object. I'd be so freaked out. I'd be like, am I going crazy or something? Anyway, but that's not the response Drum did. Drum actually got more powered up. His hair lit on fire, and then he used his new special move where he makes a D in the stadium, standing for dragon, I guess, and hits Bushin Ashura out of the stadium, and he beats the owner of Bushin Ashura 1-0. And something else I would like to say is I'm a little disappointed about this battle, because in normal Beyblade battles it'd be like, oh yeah, it'd show off all the abilities of the Beyblade. But in this battle, it's like Bushin Ashura's owner didn't even like utilize the Hurricane Disc. He didn't utilize the Keep Driver. It was just like a weird Beyblade battle. He didn't use any of his special moves. Anyway, so yeah, that's how the episode ends off an overall, I wouldn't say it's the best starting episode to a new series of Beyblade, but I will say, even though I didn't like some parts of it, like the last battle, I did enjoy the episode overall. It was cool seeing Volt again and seeing the new BC Soul hangouts. Are we gonna see, like, because I remember in the God series it was all about like team battles. Remember, like BC Soul versus like the US team, or BC Soul versus the French team, or BC Soul versus everyone else. But in the Cho-Z series is more of an individual battle, like individual bladers. Is the GT series gonna be more team battle orientated or more individual? Because I wouldn't be mad. I'd actually be happy if they went back to the team battles and we get introduced to more awesome characters of team BC Soul and other teams. It'd be really cool. And maybe in the other teams we'll get reoccurring characters like we did in the God series. Like maybe for the French team, Daigo would come back with like a GT death sight there, and maybe we can even get Ken back on like the Japanese team, and Louis Shiresaki can be like the leader of the Japanese team. That would be really cool. Anyway, another thing I would like to say about the episode is that the two main characters that we got introduced to, remember the first two that Vault was talking to at the beginning of the episode, Drum and Delta, they both their names start with a D, and why that's a little concerning is because the names of bladers and their Beyblades kind of correspond. For instance, Vault, his name starts with a V. He's gonna own Valkyrie, which also starts with a V. Shu owns Spriggan. They both start with S's. So having these two characters both have names that start with a D, does that mean they're both gonna own the Dragon Beyblade? And is that why the Dragon kind of has different, the layer has different modes? Like for instance, they have Rock Dragon, Grand Dragon, and Ace Dragon. So maybe it's not gonna be that Drum is gonna switch the modes on his Beyblade. Maybe it's gonna be like there's 3 different owners of Dragon, and each one of them have different modes, and Delta might be the owner of Grand Dragon. So yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. And if that's the case, who is the 3rd owner of Dragon? Leave in the comments who you think it is, or if you guys think this is the case. I don't know, it's speculation, this is just a theory. So yeah, that's my whole episode review on it. Oh yeah, also something else I would like to say is at the end of these episodes, now they have the 2 guys from the Korokoro and the Karatomi. Remember these 2 guys? They always like reveal the Beyblades. These 2 guys at the end of the episode kind of showed off how to do Dragon's special move, Dragon Shoot, which basically you just tilt the launcher. But it was kind of cool how they went at the end of the episode, they kind of explained the special move and how to do them in real life. So I hope they do that for more episodes, and maybe I'll do a video on that, maybe like special moves in real life based on the episodes. I might actually do a video on that. That's a cool video idea. Anyway, so yeah, that was the first episode of Beyblade Burst GT. Not gonna lie, a little disappointing, but I don't know what I expected. So yeah, see you guys later. If you guys want to see more episode reviews, leave a like, and LeftBurst out.